Storytelling. Stories. Why tell story? I thought that it would be easier to answer this question, but as I started digging deeper, I realized that it is not that simple. There are a lot of questions that has to be answered before we answer why tell a story. I knew that it wouldn't be fair to talk just about my own thoughts, because I believe that storytelling is something that unites all of us. I wanted to hear what others have to say about this. Who's better to ask than the people whose actual job is to tell a story? Storytelling helps us connect with others on a deeper emotional level.
There's something really life affirming about telling a story that sort of connects with you on some sort of emotional level. The entertainment industry would be a multi-trillion-dollar a year industry if people didn't like stories. It's man, how do you describe that feeling when like you connect to a story? I don't know. There's again, I think it maybe calls back into tribe. Like, wow, this guy gets me.
Storytelling is all about making people feel whatever emotion. And, I may be telling a story that's, I think is funny, but my audience may think it's very profound or very sad. It all depends on the person who's receiving that story.
Is storytelling a tool that we use to learn about our world and learn about ourselves?
People can learn from my mistakes. I think all humans can learn from each other. And historically, we do that. We try not to repeat history. So watching other people's stories like my own and thinking, okay, well, he did it this way. I probably shouldn't do it that way.
I love to dive into stories in every possible way I can, whether it be listening to them or watching them or hearing about them from other people. I think firstly, because it's primal and it's the original source of how to pass on information from one generation to another. So I've always felt this innate wealth where information empowers me to get an advantage on the situation. And the more stories you hear, the more context it puts that information into, because you can learn everything, but unless you've been able to apply it to something that actually resonates with you, it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
In general, for not just me, but for people that either if they don't know how to handle something or they're repressing an emotion and then they see it on the screen or read it in a book, it can help people unlock.
Or maybe storytelling is just simply an entertainment for us. It's a way to escape reality, especially nowadays world with everything that's happening. It's just nice to get lost in somebody else's life.
Storytelling is important because it gives people that break from reality, but at the same time, it also helps people acknowledge like racism or the stories that people don't want to hear. That it helps people realize that this is what goes on in the world.
So why tell stories?
I know a lot of actors can give you like really well-reasoned reasons why they do it. They'll talk about story and how it's important and you can change people's lives. And all that's true, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just fun.
I think storytelling is just in our DNA. And when you have some good information, it makes it better to share it with other people. And the moment you feel that rush, it's impossible to unfeel it.
For me, it's mostly to make people feel whatever it is they feel, maybe laughter or anger or confusion even. That's part of storytelling.
And at the end of the day, it's a little piece of me or a part of me telling the world about me and who I am and what I believe in.
I love it. That's all there is to it. It's just love. Just love and, I don't know, bringing joy to people. Bringing joy to myself.
I feel there's a need to tell everyone's story. Mine, yours, I feel that it's important that human beings understand each other. You know, the greatest thing about being an actor and getting to tell my story as an actor, trying to live through these different characters, it helps me become a better person.
Everyone has different reasons for why they love reading, listening, watching, and telling stories. All our lives we are trying to reach a certain level of success. We chase material happiness. We want people to recognize us. But what I really found for myself, what I really want is just to be helpful for my community. I love storytelling because I believe that by telling my story, I can really help somebody. Even if it helps just one person, it was worth telling my story.